Hello everyone, and welcome to From the Heart Friday with me, Jessica Brigden of Jess B, Creative Cardiology. Thank you for joining me here today. Happy Friday to you. It's another hot one here in New York, and I'm thinking beach, right? It's a long weekend. I'm hoping to get near some water, maybe the lake. We'll go down and get some ice cream and watch a sunset by the lake or something. Today I am playing with the Sending Sunshine. Let me flip this so you can actually see this the right way around. There we go. All right, Sending Sunshine is the stamp set I'm going to be working with today. And this was actually a request from Ashley on the video last week. So I did say, if you guys have any requests for me, things that you'd like to see, if I have it, actually I special ordered this one so that I could have it for this week, because I am kind of I'm a sucker for all things beachy and tropical, and this was on my wish list, and so when Ashley requested it, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get it now anyways. Hey Pam, hey Doris. Oh, thanks Pam for sharing. Hello Susan. Yes, all of you, thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure that you have liked and subscribed and all of that good stuff here for my Facebook and my YouTube channel so that you can get notifications and be here when I go live each week. So I thought it'd be fun to play with some kind of cool color palettes. So I don't know about you guys, but sometimes it's hard. You don't really know where to get started, or there's too many choices. And sometimes if we narrow it down a little bit, that does help. So I knew since I was going beachy, I wanted colors like Coastal Cabana, Pool Party, some like a yellow, like crushed curry or mango, something like that. So I had an idea of colors in my head, but what I actually did is I started pulling out some cardstock. It occurred to me designer series paper are like one of the fastest ways to come up with some great color combinations. So I checked out I believe this is the Playdate designer series paper. It's Playing with Patterns, sorry about that. Playing with Patterns on page 149 of the annual catalog there. It lists some really interesting color combinations. So I'm not actually going to use the designer series paper today, which is unusual for me because I use a lot of pattern paper, but I did pull out some colors, and how gorgeous are these? They've got crushed curry, purple posy, some calypso coral, there's my Coastal Cabana, and some navy. So rather than black, I'm gonna go with a navy today. Gorgeous bright colors, perfect for sunrises and sunsets. I have also pulled in some fun shapes. So I grabbed my Tasteful Touches bundle, and in there we have the Tasteful Labels dies. And I'm going to be really using this really cool shape here. And yeah, so that's about where my planning ended. So I've got some of these stamps on the blocks. This is a photopolymer stamp set, so I do recommend having some kind of a cushion underneath it when you do your stamping, just so you get good crisp images. But yeah, so how about I flip the camera around and we'll get started. Okay, so here we go, flip that. All right, so I'm gonna put this in here. I know it's gonna be backwards, but let me flip that back. Okay, and there you go. You can see can't believe it's July already. I mean, this is crazy. But my new host code for July is RYJDTMS7. So if you'd like to place an order with me this month, there's never a bad time to place an order, but this month, Stampin' Up! Is offering bonus days coupons, which means for every $50 that you order, you get a $5 bonus days coupon, and those coupons can be redeemed in August, which is really cool. And August is when the fall winter holiday catalog comes out, so you can use those coupons on your first order there out of that new catalog, which is really cool. All right, so you can see what we're working with here. Hey, Marianne. So I'm not really sure quite where I want to get started, but I'm pulling in my foam mat to start with here. And again, like I said, I use the Tasteful Labels dies. I love this shape. And I took the die and I actually laid it over the stamps a little bit first. So I decided to go with this larger stamp. Hey, Luann, because I think it fits nicely. I know you get kind of this abstract lake look there, but I'm going to use just this portion of it to start with. So let me grab, I'm gonna pull in, because I'm gonna be working off the foam, I don't really want to stamp all over my foam, so I'm gonna pull in just a piece of cardboard, some scrap here, just so that I've got something extra to work with. And so we're gonna start with our fun lake image there, and I'm going to use Coastal Cabana. I don't know if you guys are new to watching or some of you have been here a long time or on my team, but Coastal Cabana is my ultimate favorite color of all time. So whenever you see Coastal Cabana, you can think of me and be like, yep, that's Jess's favorite color. All right, so I'm gonna go with this so that it's kind of in the middle there. All right, give it a good squish. Oh, Luann, that's okay if you're late just a little bit. Oh, hubby's off work. Yes, that can happen when you've got extra people around. Oops, I missed it just a little bit, but you know what? I did bring in, I thought we might end up doing a little bit of sponging and things like that. So I'm gonna just pull this in here at the end. All right, just kind of sponge that around like I meant to do that. We'll just kind of brush it across, and that way you don't see that I kind of blobbed it over there. But that's why when you're stamping, it's good to make a couple of cards, because you know what, if you mess one up, that's okay. You know what, let me flip it over too, just in case, and then I can really see which side I like better. All right, so I'm using the larger one, but I want my sun spot to kind of be centered here. All right, so I'm going off. I need to make sure I'm over just a little bit. Yep, okay, that one came out a little bit better, and I just missed the corner, so let me do just a little bit of ink there on the corner, right? Nobody even notices that there's a little too much white space. Okay, so that's the first one. Now we've got our sun here, and that's cool. It's like it sets right there in the middle. So I'm trying to decide. I've got both crushed curry here and some calypso, but you know, I think I'm actually going to pull in my markers so that I can do a two-tone coloring on this, because I think I would like part of this. I think I'm gonna color the bottom part. Yeah, we can always, so there is a line. Do you guys see that on the stamp? There's kind of a line that lines up right with that watermark. So I think the bottom part of that, I'm going to color crushed curry right up to that line. And then the top part, hey Hope, how are you? Dora says, what, not magenta? No, not magenta today. but that is one of that actually goes really pretty with the Coastal Cabana, but the Coastal Cabana is my ultimate favorite color. Hey Joan, how are you? Okay, so we got our two-tone in here, and I'm gonna kind of line up that line there with my water line. Let's see how that goes. Oh, that's pretty cool, huh? What do you guys think? I think that's kind of neat. Yeah, that's kind of fun. And then we could always add in, there's these cool little kind of leafy stamps here. So there's a little leaf here, but then there's also a big one, and it might be kind of neat to leaf around the edges, maybe frame it in a little bit. So let's put these on some blocks and see what we want. We want little leaves. I think these big leaves might be kind of neat. Kind of frame it in just a little bit. What do you guys think? Cool to frame it. Let's try that with some navy on there. I'll ink this. Yeah, just kind of frame this in a little bit. Oh, that's kind of cool, right? And let's see here. Maybe we'll go in just a little bit from the side here too, so that it's kind of framed together. I think that looks kind of neat. And I feel like we need something, because it's actually just a little bit too perfect on the top. And we've got these neat clouds in there. You know what I need? I need my purple posy marker. That would work really good. So let's see here. Or my greeting. What do you guys think? What would fit on here just so? That would fit. Hoping your day is perfect. Do I want to do that kind of like right smack in the middle? I could do that. Let's try that on this one. And then maybe the next one we won't make quite so symmetrical. All right, so we'll go with this. We'll try this. All right, good. Doris agreed with the big leaves. Oh, Pam is saying she's so going to have to get this set. I know, isn't this fun? I can't believe that I didn't get this on my first order. That it took me an extra to get it. Okay, yeah, and that's actually fairly centered. I did a pretty good job. All right, so I've got some inky stamps here. Let me move these. We need a base for our card, and I don't know if I want the navy. What I was thinking, it might be kind of cool to do maybe a quarter sheet, and I could die cut out the middle and like slip this in. Let's try that. I'm going to cut the navy to a little bit down. Let's try 3 3/4 by 5 on the navy. And maybe I'll actually make my card base this gorgeous Coastal Cabana color. Okay. Oh, hey, Doris. We got 2 Dorises watching today. That's awesome. Hope your summer is going well. All right, so I'm going to die cut the center, or I'm going to attempt to die cut the center out of this. Okay, and then we're going to mount that on here. So let's see if I can get somewhere close to the center with my die cut here. Do a snap, crackle, pop on this. And I think that actually came out pretty good. I got fairly close. So you have an extra piece for for something else. So I think I'm going to, because dimensionals, you can never have too many of these. Let's do this. Let's do kind of each corner for the dimensionals. And there's a reason why I'm not putting any there on the sides, because I want to be able, I think I might add some ribbon on here. Hey, Rachel. Okay, so get my little paper fuzzies off of here. So our card base here was a half sheet of Coastal Cabana. So this was 5.5 by 8.5. And then we went with a little bit smaller than a quarter sheet of Night of Navy. This is 3 3/4 by 5. And then we had already die cut our Whisper White out of our Tasteful Labels dies. And I think that would look kind of cool tucked down in there. So let's add that. So, and yeah, you see the backside here, that's my first flub. But paper has two sides, so you always have a second chance. And I'm going to tuck this down right in there behind my frame a little bit. Okay, so that looks pretty good. You know, it would have been cool if I texturized it, but I already glued it down. But let's add, I did pull in, this is the Playing with Patterns ribbon combo pack. So like I said, I took my color combination from the Playing with Patterns Designer Series paper, even though we're not using the paper, but we have these gorgeous ribbons. I mean, how cool are these? You get this really neat Coastal Cabana like shimmer, and it's technically the sparkles. And then you've got some 1/8 of an inch Night of Navy, and then this really pretty purple posy white stripe on there. I think I want to pull in some Coastal Cabana just because it's so sparkly. And let's just see what it looks like if we just tie. Okay, let's tie just a little bit in there. And I don't know about you guys, but I can only tie ribbon. I tie it in one direction. So because I'm right-handed, I always go right over the left. So in order to get this to work right, I'm gonna have to turn the card upside down here. So I can go my right over left. And we'll just tuck this in here. Hey, Mary Jo. All right, so Luana's agreeing. I should have texturized this first layer. So she says, yes, texturize the next one. See, sometimes when you don't fully have a plan and things kind of, your creativity evolves as you get playing. All right, so let me trim this off, but I absolutely love this really fun Coastal Cabana textured ribbon on here. Let's see. Yeah, isn't that fun? It's kind of like water sparkles in here. You know what? There's also, if we wanted to fully jazz this up and pull in the whole suite, there is a Playing with Patterns package of resin dots. So let me see. I have those. I did not pull those out ahead of time. They're in my craft stash there, my embellishments. But I think I might run and grab those so that I could finish them off and add some cool textures on there. And the next one, I thought it'd be cool. We're going to kind of do a similar effect, but I want this card to go horizontal. So while I grab those resin dots, let me know what color you guys think I should do as my background and my layer. So we've got Crushed Curry, Night of Navy, Coastal, Calypso, and some purple posy in here. Okay, so let me know what I should do as my card base and my layer. And I do have my Tasteful Textile. I mean, that's a mouthful, isn't it? We're saying tasteful touches, tasteful textures, la la la, tasteful labels. All right, and I'm going to emboss this extra layer with the Tasteful Textile embossing folder. Hey, Lisa. Okay, so I grabbed my fun resin dots to match, and I did go ahead and grab my purple posy marker here so that I've got some of that to work with. Let's add some of these. Hey, Karen. Luann's joking with me. She's like, yep, Stampin' Up sure is tasteful. That is the word I've been saying a lot here. All right, so let me flip around my multi-purpose paper poker, so I got the spatula end on here. So Rachel and Doris are both voting for like a crushed curry. So the yellow is the crushed curry. So we'll make that our card base for the second one. Let's see here. Should we go with Coastal Cabana dots on this? What color dots should we use on the card? I feel like it needs to be jazzed up a little bit too. All right, so let's pull in this. So we got a half sheet of crushed curry, 5.5 by 8.5. So we'll start on the second card here. And like I said, I think I do want this one to go horizontal. Oh, we got a little paper fuzz there. So let me pull in, what did I do with my foam mat? Okay, here's my foam mat. Again, I'm using a foam mat just to give, because these are photopolymer stamps, they don't have the cushion built in like the red rubber. So I'm pulling in my foam mat, and because I'm making a little bit of a mess, I'm pulling in just a scrap here of some cardboard. And I think I still want to use Coastal Cabana on my water. So we'll ink that up first. I'm still using this larger piece, but this time I'm going to use it across my die cut. Give it a good squish. Oh, thank you, Susan. I'm glad you like it. Okay, so we've got that to start with. And then, do we want to change it up? I almost feel like we need to kind of keep with the yellow. Well, yellow, crushed curry yellow, such a boring word. When we have these awesome Stampin' Up! Fun colors. All right, so I'm going to clean my stamps a little bit because I always stick my arm in them. So we'll clean off my water, and then I'm going to clean off my words because I think we'll use a different sentiment on this one, and maybe we'll keep the leaves the same. Let's try that. We'll just kind of go in a different direction with this. So we'll color our sunlight on the water there with a crushed curry. And then we're going to color our sun here with Calypso Coral. And the nice thing is there is that little kind of line to mark where the sun ends or descends and the water starts there. So we'll go right in here. Gorgeous. All right, clean that off. What die cut am I using? I am using the Tasteful Labels dies. So this is the, Tasteful Labels from the Tasteful Touches bundle. And it is this one. This is the largest one in the die set. Yep, so that's the one I'm using on this. Okay, so we've got that. We're gonna do, this is our background. So what did you guys think? What color should I do as an overlay? Do we need some, excuse me, throat is really dry. Okay, do we need some leaves? Let's do some of that on here too with the Night of Navy. So we'll kind of frame these in a little bit. I think that's kind of fun. We'll just kind of go off the side a little bit with this one. Beautiful. And then, oh, black. No, this is navy. Not using black today. We're using our other neutral navy here. So you think I should stick with navy on the crushed curry as well? Let's see, how about that inhale, exhale, enjoy? Let's see if that fits across here, because I think that would be like the perfect sentiment, right? Isn't that what we all need to do? We've kind of been telling ourselves during this whole period of pandemic. This just doesn't seem to end. We're like, just breathe, right? Inhale, exhale. Learn to enjoy life at home. Learn to enjoy our loved ones. All right, let's try this right up here. Okay, that actually came out pretty good. The way I'm looking, the angle that I'm looking at it through my kind of camera and onto my workspace, I was afraid it was going to be crooked. That's why it took me a bit to stamp it there. Okay, so you guys are voting for our top layer as navy, but emboss it this time. Okay, so let's see. I've got part of a piece of navy. Let me just cut that down again. We are doing 3 3/4 by 5. I think it's nice to have that like 1/2 inch pop of color from behind. And we'll pull in the Tasteful Textile embossing folder. So remember, this is one of the 3D folders here. So if you're using the Big Shot, you just want your base platform, no tabs, and you are going to want to, if you have it, Stampin' Up! Is not selling this at the moment. So you do your base, no tabs, and your blue adapter plate, all right, for the best effect. If you do not have the blue adapter plate, you can use a clear plate and a shim. Everybody is Big Shot depending on your use. It's just a little bit different. Okay, so I do like the texture on that. I think that looks good. And now let's die cut the center out of it again. I kind of liked that effect. So that we could kind of frame our artwork in there. So I'm going to layer my die over the navy here and run that through. Again, doing my best to try to center it there. So we'll snap, crackle, pop. Okay. And did pretty good there. Okay. Oops. So let's see, I got all these little, I really need to clean my workspace, but I've been like going nonstop working on new projects. So we'll add dimensional to each corner area. I tend to use the middle ones, the larger ones first, and then I use all my snips. Snip all the little pieces around the edge. Nothing wasted. Okay. So do you guys have fun plans for the weekend? I think we're gonna kind of stick to ourselves a little bit this weekend, but we've got some outdoor projects. I think we want to clean off some of the patio furniture, just kind of give everything a good scrub down. Sometimes we get a little bit of a mildew build up and different things, and we're gonna clean all that off. Make it nice. All right, so adhere our centerpiece. Probably have some barbecue. It looks like I die cut my piece just a little bit crooked. So we'll just say, you know, the waves are rocking there. Huh. Okay, so let's see what else. So you guys can decide. We've got some dots here that we can play with. I think we need some ribbons. So should we just go ahead and do the coastal on this one as well? Since it's so fun, we'll add some over here. Okay. See, I didn't have to turn this one upside down because I'm able to pull that from the side That's my right-handed thing. And we'll just tuck this in here. All right. Pretty, pretty. Love the sparkle. This ribbon is gorgeous. Got some really great new ribbons and accessories in the catalog this year. I mean, of course, I'm super partial to pretty papers, but I'm loving these new ribbons. So again, this is the Playdate. What do we call that? Playful Patterns. I don't know why I'm calling it Playdate. Did we have something called Playdate before that's on my mind? I'm not sure. Okay, so let's see here. Got my take your pick tool. Let's add some little coastal dots around maybe. Which we want yellow on that. We'll do like blue on this one. So I'm gonna kind of do some little dots kind of around here. Dancing dots. I'm not sure if I like that down there. So let's see. Where should I put this one? I like to do things in threes, but I feel like with that ribbon there. Let's do that. Let's kind of go up here a little bit. I think that works, right? Kind of do something like that. Okay, and then let's add some crushed curry dots on this one. So maybe we'll do a large one. Yeah, maybe we'll do that over here. We'll just, you know what? As long as you do three, it doesn't really matter. Let's just dance them around. Kind of do over here, and then you can decide now what one up there. Let's do this. It's kind of fun, right? Yeah, that works. That works for me. So these are the Playing with Pattern resin dots. They are pretty flat, and they're very lightweight, so they work really cool. You don't have to worry about them adding extra postage to your cards when you mail them because they're nice and flat and smooth. So yeah, so we pulled in our whole color palette was based off the Playing with Patterns designer series paper, and then we pulled in the Playing with Patterns dots and the ribbon combo pack. We used the Tasteful Textile embossing folder there with the Tasteful Labels dies, and our focal point, our guest of honor here, was the Sending Sunshine stamp set. The font on these sentiments is beautiful, perfect for summertime and everything we need right now, and absolutely love this. The way this stamped is, it's already kind of textured, so you get that really cool ripple effect in the water. Those really pretty leaves, and yeah, and our gorgeous little sunset there. And we didn't pull these in. I didn't really have a whole lot of room, but you've got some sand speckles, and then you've got different clouds that you could add through there. So a lot of really cool things. I will definitely be, like I said, I just got this in. Oh, so some Luana's suggesting some Wink of Stella on the water. Ooh, let's see. Do I have some Stella handy? Let me see. Okay, let me go grab some real quick. Stella is always fabulous. So this is just a clear wink of Stella. Let's try this. Hey, Margaret. All right, so I'm going to kind of pull some in. Ooh. Gives it a fun little shimmer. Can you guys see that? A little bit of sparkle. Let's do it because this ribbon's got this cool little sheer sparkle to it. So let's add some to this one too. Thank you for that suggestion, Luann. Gorgeous. Oops, I drizzled. My Stella got away from me. All right, well, I might have to deconstruct. Stella got away. But you got the point. You have to be a little, sometimes Stella's a little out of control. So we'll just go like that, and then you won't notice the difference. Hey, Jen. I'm laughing because Stella got away from me. And she got a little wild. But thank you, Pam. I'm glad you like these cards. But it is fun to do this nice beach effect. We were supposed to be flying out to Maui tomorrow, actually. Of course, that got canceled, but thankfully Stampin' Up's an awesome company, so they didn't just cancel it outright. They actually postponed it to May, so hopefully we'll still get to go. But or Luann saying, I could just frame it in Stella. She's like, just Stella the whole thing. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking, Rachel says, tie a bow and glue dot on the Stella escape there. So close. I like that. Stella's escape. All right, so I'm going to try to, I tied this bow really well, and I trimmed my fingernails the other day, so I don't have a whole lot to work with here. Let's see. So if I were to untie my bow from here, because I agree, there's no mistakes, just creative opportunities. Yes. All right, so let's see here. Let me pull in. Might need a little bit more, but I've got my toaster tongs. Yeah, let's try this. All right. Try to hold these still. So the way I do this with my toaster tongs, Oh, Luann says just framing the die cut, just around. That could work. It could look like the water spilled out. I'm not sure. Let me tie this ribbon first and we can experiment here. So we'll pull our ribbon around, take our tail here. This is going to come through the center. Sorry, and we got lots of extra ribbon. All right, so this one's coming through the center. We're gonna poke it down the middle, up and around, and then we'll tie it in a knot here. That gives always the perfect bow every time. Okay, and then tie this here, slide it off. Gorgeous bow. So yeah, actually I could do that. That I think might work. Even if I put it right there at the bottom, that would kind of hide Stella's escape. I'm not sure if I want a Stella around the whole thing. I think that could get a little wild, but I do think I could put a little ribbon down there on the bottom, or I could even pull this in from this side. Come on here. Because I could even do this. Although I guess that doesn't totally disguise it. So, yep, looks like we are going with the bow. So I'll grab my glue dots here. All right, Luann says the bow is perfect. Good, we'll go with that. So I'll just put a couple little glue dots on there, right there at the base. And look at that, our little loop-de-loop hides the fact that Stella got wild. Aw, well, I hope you guys had fun. I did. I always have fun crafting with you guys and stamping and seeing what awesome creations that we can come up with. All right, so yeah, a very different look for 2 cards. Again, we use the same elements on both. And yeah, I came up with quite the variation there, but I love it. Gorgeous. All right, well, happy Friday to you guys. Have a wonderful long weekend. Enjoy, stay cool, and perhaps you'll get in some beach time. All right. I'll see you guys next Friday. Take care. Bye-bye, everybody.